to eat, but what I love most is I love to read. I like to run and I like to play, but what I love most is to read every day. Every day I'm going to the library and taking all the books that I can carry. Pick up a book and have a little fun. Pick up a book and get some reading done. Pick up a book 'cause I got a need. Pick up a book 'cause I love to read.
Hello friends! Today at Club we are going to read Little Ogre's Surprise Supper by Timothy Knapman and Ben Cort.
Let's read Little Ogre's Surprise Supper by Timothy Knapman and Ben Cort. Ooh, spider. Spider. And fly. Little Ogre's Surprise Supper. This is my mom. She's beautiful, isn't she? And tomorrow is her birthday. She's going to be 103. I spent yesterday decorating our cave and getting everything ready for the party. But I'm also going to cook her a surprise supper as a special birthday treat. The problem is that Mom is a fussy eater. I don't eat kings, she said. They're too rich. I don't eat princesses, she said. They're too sweet. I don't eat knights, she said. I don't like tinned food. And the only time she ever ate a wizard, in a fancy restaurant uptown, it did extremely peculiar things to her tummy. So I was glad to find Jack. Look at him. He's fresh. There's plenty of good meat on him, and he smells delicious. I want to have you for supper, I said. But then Jack did a funny thing. He didn't scream. He didn't run away. He didn't try to hide. He said, "Thank you. No one's ever had me to supper before." And he gave me a big hug. I think he may have misunderstood me. He was certainly very cheerful all the way home. And we had such fun at the party. Jack was brilliant at Pass the Castle and Pin the Tail on the Dragon. Usually Mom doesn't like me playing with my food, but this time I couldn't stop myself. I took Jack up to my room and showed him all my toys. Spider. Spider sheets. Then we went into the garden to feed my pets. They liked Jack so much they rolled over and he tickled their tummies. No one's ever done that before. Spider, spider. Soon it was time to get supper ready. Somehow I wasn't looking forward to it as much as I'd been expecting. Don't worry, said Jack. It must be boring washing vegetables on your own. I'll help you. So we washed them together. Is there something the matter? He asked. I must say, Jack did look a bit surprised when I put him into the cooking pot. I always wash my hands before supper, he said, but I don't usually have a bath as well. You ogres must be very clean. As I was sharpening the knife, I thought it was about time I explained something to Jack. But before I could get the chance, he said, "You know, there aren't any other children where I live, so I don't get to play with anyone very often. Today has been the best day ever." And that made me think of all the times I've asked people if they'd like to play with me. They usually scream and run away. Oh. And try to hide. It's a funny thing. Chopping onions always makes me cry. But there are times when you have to do things that are very difficult. This was one of those times. So I got on with cooking supper. And that day, you're going to hate me for this, that day I cooked. But really, I didn't have any choice. That day I cooked my mom a supper. I mean, what would you have done? That day, I cooked my mom a supper of vegetable stew. Surprise! Mom said it was the best meal she'd ever eaten, and I had to agree. After all, it's not every day you have your best friend for supper. Spider. Yay! The end.
What new words did we learn?
Brilliant, чудовий. Explain, пояснити.
Тені, живіт.
Scream, верещати.
Smells, пахне.
Тріо, частування. Річ, багатий.
Delicious, смачний.
Peculiar, дивацькі речі.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when Jack hugged the ogre.
My favorite part was when the ogre cooked a vegetable stew for supper.
We
love little ogre surprise supper. Yay!